developing story which is taking place in Mumbai, and that is the ED action on Sena MP Sanjay Raut. Now, right from the morning today, around little after 8 o'clock, we've seen that ED swooping down on the Sena MP's residence in Mumbai. Sanjay Raut there on your screens being seen there waving at his supporters who had gathered outside his residence. So raids being conducted by the Enforcement Directorate in 3 locations, and we are given to believe that it's 2 of his houses in Mumbai, one in Bhandup and the other one in Dadar, where the raids are currently underway. Now, Sanjay Raut there trying to put up a brave face for his supporters who have gathered outside his residence over there. Remember, this is with regard to a money laundering probe that the Enforcement Directorate is conducting in connection with a 1,200 crore land scam case. We've seen Sanjay Raut also reacting on this a little earlier in the day, where he tweeted essentially saying that he is distancing himself from the scam, and that he also says that Bala Sahib taught us to fight and I will continue to fight for the Sena. Let me go across to my colleague Shweta, who's been tracking all the updates. Shweta, what's the latest? It's been a few hours that ED has been there at Sanjay Raut's residence. Any word? And we also believe that a team from Delhi has also come down to Mumbai.
Well, that's correct, Tonima. The ED team from Mumbai have come down to Mumbai, and they are present at Sanjay Raut's residence, showing you the visuals of outside what is happening outside Raut's residence, as well as it's been 4 hours where this ED raid is taking place. Although the questioning is not exactly happening, but yeah, as far as documents examining is concerned, that's taking place. They're checking few more files pertaining to the money laundering case, which is related to Patra scam. And after this, what we are also learning is, just a short while back, the legal counsel of Sanjay Raut also went inside, Mr. Vikrant Sabne. He went inside, although he was devoid of any kind of documents or files. But yes, he will be taking the investigation further along with Sanjay Raut. And as far as ED is concerned, now remember, it's already been hours where ED is already inside. And it's been expected that after some time, Sanjay Raut can be detained by the ED officials and can be taken to ED office situated in South Mumbai. But before that, the visuals outside his residence are speaking for themselves, as the protesters have been gathered. These Sena protesters have been sloganing since morning against the ED action. And here it's all about the Patra Chaul scam which has taken place, and about the ED attaching the properties of somewhere around 11 crores, which involves Varsha Raut, that's Sanjay Raut's wife, and other premises of Sanjay Raut. First, that's in Dadar Garden Court, is also being raided by the ED officials. Apart from that, there's also 8 locations in Alibag near Kihin Beach where it has been alleged that the money laundering has been done. There also, the ED has already attached these properties, but yes, non-stop sloganing outside Sanjay Raut's residence. And here we are seeing that ladies have also participated in this massive protest, what is taking place around. Also with this, if we just speak about what is happening with Sanjay Raut, we know for the fact that Sanjay Raut have already been summoned twice by ED, but he skipped the ED summons. And after this, we are seeing today the team from Delhi, ED team in fact from Delhi, has reached to Sanjay Raut's residence, and here we are seeing the kind of protest which is taking place. Along with this, Sonima, it is very important to note that it is not just Sanjay Raut's name which is emerging. This entire Patra Chaul case has been taking place since 2008, and since then there are many high-profile names involved in this entire scam, which is around 1,034 crores. And here we are seeing the kind of misuse of tenants being done, the FSI which has been involved very wrongly, and the role of MHADA and other builders as well. Now, Praveen Raut is also playing a very vital role in this entire scam, where he was a close confidant of Sanjay Raut. This is what we are learning from our sources. But here we are also showing you the kind kind of security which has been heightened up outside Sanjay Raut's home, Tonimo, also towards that side of the building where there's rear gate. In fact, all the ED cars have been parked there, and it's just a kind of a wait and watch game that after 4 hours, it is expected that Sanjay Raut can be taken by ED officials to the office for further interrogation related to the case.
Right. Shweta, thank you so much for joining us. We also have just got information, as we were saying, that it's also another house. It's not just this particular house where Shweta is standing at the moment in Bhandup area of Mumbai, but also a second property of Sanjay Raut in Dadar has also been raided there. The ED officials there as well. This property had in fact already been under scanner of the ED. Right. I'm joined on the broadcast by Mr. Ali Daruwala, Maharashtra BJP spokesperson. Sir, first of all, you know, there are questions being raised by the opposition leaders. We've already seen there several times onwards. They have said that there's alleged misuse of central agencies as far as opposition leaders are concerned. And this seems to be somewhat the same thing, that at least the reactions that we've got so far from the Congress as well as the NCP and the Sena is concerned. That's what they are saying even this time around. In fact, Sanjay Raut himself is saying that he cannot be intimidated. He's not going to leave Sena. He will not surrender. He'll continue fighting. What is your response to that?
Good morning, ma'am. Putting the record straight on mirror now, right now, I'd like to make it very clear. When you raid a member of parliament who is a member of a prestigious house, you just cannot get up in the women fancy of a Sunday morning and raid a house. You need several permissions before conducting a raid. If your books are in order and you have all the permissions required to conduct a raid, it's only then you get permission to enter somebody's house. Well, putting it more straight on the record, this was not happening today. This was happening for last 4 to 5 months. The Patrawala Chaul case was there. He was summoned n number of times. He failed to appear. It's only after that he has failed to appear, ED has approached his residence. Ma'am, if there was any iota of evidence that he had, he could have approached the court and stopped this action from happening. The fact is, trails have been established, bank accounts have been matched, and statements have been furnished. That is the reason ED has gone ahead with such a daring action today.
Right. We can in fact see that ED's action currently is still underway, but there are still responses coming in on this. I'm also joined, please stay with us. I'm also joined on the show by Mr. Charan Singh Sapra. Mr. Sapra, Mr. Daruwala there essentially saying it's not like one fine day the ED will wake up and start raiding anyone's house. They have been collecting evidence. There's an ongoing investigation in this case, which is why there's follow-up action which is being done now by the Enforcement Directorate. That is their argument. What do you have to say to that? That this is part of the procedure?
See, I feel you should also remember that ED has given notices and they have done a little bit of spade work on certain MLAs who are with Eknath Shinde group. For example, Pratap Sarnaik. Action was taken and still now the action has been kept pending. There are another 5 MLAs of this group who were served notices, and the personal secretary of Mr. Eknath Shinde. So why is ED not investigating those cases? I have a big question mark that they only search for the people who are from opposition parties. And I feel this is another example of a witch hunt or vindictive politics. Because within Maharashtra they have served notices to various leaders. But why they are now targeting only Sanjay Raut? They should have targeted others also. They should have investigated others also who are now with BJP. And the best example is Narayan Rane was served ED notices. There were searches on his residence also. And when he went to BJP, there are no searches, there is no case now. So what is this kind of washing machine? What is the Kamal detergent? And the similar example are there in elsewhere also in the country, like Hemanta Biswa Sarma. When he was in Congress party, he was, said Pani Chor. BJP used to tell him Pani Chor because he was in that Louis Berger case.
Right. Now, Mr. Sapra, please hold your